A good evening, seekers of happiness and seekers of serenity. Um, Today we're going to talk about what I consider to be a secret weapon against depression. And depression, I've talked about this before, but just to recap, it's widely misused to mean I'm feeling a bit sad right now, and that's a perfectly legitimate use if everybody else understands it to be that. But really, it's a bit like saying my house has got a leak, and in fact, it's actually the result of years of dilapidation. So there are not only roof tiles missing, but um, there's rot in the ceilings where the water's been getting through, and some of the spores are getting in with the water, and therefore the leak is a bit more serious than just having a bit of a drip of water and a puddle in, let's say, your bathroom or your kitchen floor. If you get my drift, in other words, you may just feel a bit sad, but there's probably an underlying condition in your physiology, in your bag of biochemicals, which has brought this about, and you'd be better off trying to fix that than just focusing on a short-term solution, such as making yourself feel laughter and joy and taking yourself away from an immediately stressful situation. An immediately stressful situation is going to result in fight or flight or freeze responses, whereas depression, that feeling that I just can't go on anymore, that is a much more long-term situation. That's depletion of things. Now, the secret weapon in all this is to get some of those biochemicals back, and generally it's caused by running down of the minerals inside your body, vitamins and minerals, and the kind of things that you're supposed to be able to get from your diet. But with modern diets being as refined as they are, and also a propensity for a lot of people to get out there and eat pizza, and I mean, it's yummy stuff, but it's yummy because it's got a lot of salt in it, it's got a lot of sugar in it. Yeah, sugar's not good for you at all, and it's got a lot of other stuff put in and a lot of good stuff taken out. Anyway, 1 teaspoon of molasses. Okay, this is the brand I use simply because it's the only one available to me. There was I can't remember it, going back a long time, used to get about 3 times the amount in a can, a tin, for less than this costs. But that's gone the way of all things. You know, they weren't making enough profit, I would imagine. So this is what is available now, and there's an even smaller version, which is not good. This is blackstrap molasses. And just to satisfy my curiosity, I just Googled whether or not this is the best. And the answer I got is, what is the difference between blackstrap molasses and molasses? So apparently was molasses, and it's triple boiled. And that means that the good things in this are denser, there's more of them. So it's like taking a super vitamin pill instead of just a vitamin pill. Is this the only solution? I don't know, but it's certainly a really cheap one. I mean, a jar like this costs around £2 at the time of recording this in 2020. It used to be cheaper. It's going to get more expensive because that's the way of all things. Cost of multivitamins can be a lot more expensive, and they don't contain anything like what this does. If you Google what this contains, it's just totally and utterly amazing. But anyway, what's it made from? Sugarcane. When they want to take the sugar out to put in the refined foods that you're eating, like pizzas and burgers and all that kind of thing, they boil this stuff and they get all the sugar out and they package it to you in the form of candy and things, and this is what's left, and they don't know what to do with it. And rather than just turn it into plastic bags or whatever they do with the gunk from petroleum. They do this, and people bake with it and things, and you can have a treacle cookies stroke biscuits depending on your word of choice, and that's what this is for. It's meant to be for cooking, but in fact 1 spoonful a day, either raw, i.e. you just put it in your mouth and you take it like medicine, or you can put it in your tea or your coffee as a sugar substitute. It's going to be a lot earthier. You can bake with it as a sugar substitute, and it's a lot healthier, so much healthier. And I've been taking this for many years. I used to get a seasonal depression. Somebody called it a seasonal slump once, and and until she mentioned that, I didn't even notice that it was seasonal. I just thought that I was just getting run down and prone to fits of depression, and that once I started taking this, the sadness part went, the feeling of being suicidal. I'm not saying that my body doesn't get run down and I don't get incredibly fatigued. Sometimes that does happen, and that's just part of your biorhythms. I think it also depends on your lifestyle, how much vitamin D you get from the sun, whether you get too much and you're out there at midday, or whether you're sensible about it and you get it in the early hours of the morning, 9 till 10, when the UV index is low. There's all that stuff. But it's not just vitamin D. There's a ton of vitamins and minerals in this. So that is the main difference. This is more dense. So 1 teaspoon, you're getting a lot more of those minerals. In ordinary molasses, you need to take a little bit extra. But and another word for molasses, I believe, is treacle. So treacle tarts and that thing, they're good for you. All right, that is the secret weapon. Highly recommended. No, I don't know anything about affiliate marketing or how to get affiliate links for this. I'm just saying, if you are very often feeling sad and depressed and your body's energy is low, I mean, you're wiped out, almost like Emmy, then try this stuff. Try it. What have you got to lose? £2, and it tastes a bit funny. And like I said, you can take it in tea or coffee. All right, that's it for this one. And I hope, if nothing else, you try this. I guarantee it will help. Okay, bye.